Hello there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. I'm doing a little bit late today. I was going to do videos somewhere in like 5 a.m. or so, but after the morning walk and everything, I felt a little bit exhausted. Took breakfast and took another nap. So now it's around, I think, 10:30 a.m. here in Dhaka. It's just started raining, and that's good news because it will cool down for a while. So I have planned two videos for the day. One is going to be an individual review, which is this from Lattafa Pride line. And I have recently, you have seen me, if you follow me on Instagram or my group Fragcomm Bangladesh, I have posted quite a few, like I think 10, 12 fragrances I bought in recent times. And they were all bought in very much like a rush because all the sellers, they are bringing this awesome fragrance that I couldn't resist, so I bought. So I had to start some, I didn't know where to start because there are a lot of fragrances. So I thought like just take one fragrance at a time. So I'll start with this one, okay? The names are quite long, so if I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. So this is Latafa's, I call this the bike Harley, okay? And this is called La Collection de Antiques, okay? So yeah, so this is the 1910, okay? So this is the series. So from this series, I did quite a few. There was one cherry smoke, or one of those like a cherry inspired one, which was the clock, right? This is the bike. I also have the car. I'll review that. So these things you can find also 20 ml versions, which are like the small miniatures. You can buy those for much cheaper. If you don't care for the bottle, you can go for that. That's also pretty good. But these fragrances usually sells for overseas 65, like that, $75. I think in Bangladesh they are under $45, so very, very affordable. And I would say very affordable for a reason, okay? So this is the box, and you see very beautiful. This presentation is like, I'm going to spend a lot of time on these presentations because they are gorgeous, okay? Okay, so at the back looks like that, here Latafa Pride. This is a Latafa Pride, Latafa Perfumes, okay? And the base, there's this hole. This just, sometimes, inside there's another box, so if sometimes it gets airtight or stuck, so you can just, push through and then the box will come up, right? Basically nice. Second one is this, man, these presentations are mind-blowing, okay? So really, really nice box. Looks like a book basically, and this is very solid, sturdy sort of packaging, and it says all the names and everything, gold, copper and black, okay? And this is kind of stick on, okay? So it opens from the side, and I think it has magnet, maybe, I'm not sure, but inside looks like that. Very, very gorgeous. These are all velvety, very nice, okay? So when you spend this kind of money, like not so much money, and you get this kind of presentation, it's good, okay? The third part is this booklet they give in every single one. So I have covered half of these Pride line, okay? There's also a niche Amarathi line, which I also covered a few, but I plan to plan to review all of them in future, okay? So that's the book. And then here comes the money. I'll show you from this angle. So you'll see, it's not, I have vintage radio, that one was not as impressive as this, but this thing is a whole bike on the bottle, okay? If you haven't seen one, I wanted this for the bottles only. Obviously the fragrance also great. The cap, some people say kind of iffy. I mean, it's okay, I don't mind it. Could be more grip or click, but weight is there, but it looks amazing. This thing you just want to buy for the bottle, trust me, okay? So hopefully I could show you, right? So Latafa Pride, the name, and then this is, I'm calling this not the whole antiques, I cannot call that. This is, let's just call it 1910, okay? So this perfume I'm wearing on my hand, okay? And let me show you the sprayer. Good sprayer, not bad, but not the best, okay? It shoots effortlessly, but I could, I wish for a little bit better, like bigger atomizer or pressure, that would be good, but this is like 7 out of 10, okay? So let the cell down. Let me tell you quite quickly what this one is trying to replicate. This one is trying to replicate one of my favorite perfumes, which is called Phagcomm 1 Million Elixir, okay? This one is now a little bit got age to it, and then people forgot about it since the other ones came out, Royal, the Middle Eastern exclusives and all. But when I bought this, I call this one the best 1 millions, in the modern market, because this is wearable, this is modern, this is fruity, got Davana, vanilla, what else was in there? I think green apple, damask rose, cedar, and then osmanthus, tonka beans, and patchouli. So this fragrance was the balance between fruits, vanilla, rose, as well as the green apple definitely popped, and the tonka Very sweet fragrance, very long lasting. So unfortunately, I was very sad that my juice level went down quite a bit. I have only about what in this bottle maybe 20 ml left. Okay, so that's not enough, and I do have like the whole line of 1 million. So I was like, should I buy another 1 million Elixir, because that one got pricey now. This first time I bought it 200 ml was $100. Now this one costs 150. Okay, everything got expensive. So yeah, this is trying to replicate that. We'll see how good this is. Okay, so first of all, the bottle game, you can see 10. Longevity 10, projection 10. I'm not going to emphasize on those. You already understand this is going to be a very, very beast mode fragrance. All this stuff that I bought, you know, like the recent times, they are not borderline, they're all beast mode. So when you buy, for example, on this Lattafa's niche line, these are EDP concentration, they do mean EDP, right? So very long lasting. By the way, the cap, one side says Lattafa perfumes, other side it's in Arabic. Okay, very beautiful, clean bottle. So longevity, you guys know, seasons to wear it, I would say all year round. Okay, usually 1 million's like this is 1 million DNA, right? This kind of DNA, it's good for colder months, fall, winter, nighttime. But I wear 1 million Elixir sometimes summers, if it rains, if it's cloudy, like normal time, you know. Oh man, the rain is coming down hard. So why I'm worried, because we might lose power. Okay, so I don't want to do that. So this thing, I would wear daytime. Only time I would not wear this when it's super hot, you know, sticky situation and you're struggling to breathe. That time this will be a bit too much. Okay, but apart from that extreme heat and humidity, this is good. Age range, teenagers all the way to any age. This is open to everybody. So on its own, what does it smell like? Yeah, it is not exactly same by, I would say, not the one-on-one like what I get from this and 1 million Elixir. Let me spray once more just for comparison, because I was wearing it here. Yeah, but let me spray here. The sprayers on these are horrible. Okay, so 1 million have some of the worst sprayers. Okay, so this, okay, out of these two, if you ask me, I will tell you the smell of both are amazing, both are great, but 1 million Elixir smells a little bit better quality. You know, it doesn't have quite the Middle Eastern-esque vibe. This one has that designer vibe, and this one I would prefer in terms of smell. But in the other categories, when it comes to pricing, longevity and everything, this one also lasts almost like the same, but Latafa has better longevity than 1 million Elixir. Okay, in my humble opinion, this is 9, this is like 10, just like slight difference, but the price difference is huge. Okay, so let's say if you scored this under $45, you know, that would be half the price of 1 million Elixir or even cheaper. So from that perspective, I think the one area 1 million Elixir will win is that smell. I like the smell like so much for a very long time. So this is new compared to that. So obviously it has to be fair. So I just got it, but I just love it too, man. This thing, you know, one of my noses is blocked. I can smell like by one side, and I'm telling you, I can smell strong. The apple note is so strong, the Davana. And slowly the difference I see from 1 million Elixir and this is the vanilla. Okay, this one is not as vanillic or as creamy as 1 million Elixir. This one remains sweet but more fruity, and the tonka and mild spice. Okay, so sweet spice, right? So this one you can tell, you can call it like a not transparent but less vanillic take on 1 million Elixir. Very sweet, man. This one projects when I wear this. Like I wear like how many sprays here, both side of the shoulder. That's my usual routine. And then pulse points, okay, here on my shirt, on my cap, here. So I basically, it's summer, so you cannot just go with 2-3 sprays and expect people to be able to detect your fragrance. That's not possible. So let's say if I leave around 5 p.m., you know, it's the heat is a little bit there, but at the same time it's like, you know, a little bit getting easy, a little bit breeze flowing. 8 sprays from this, it will last you until the midnight. Okay, so 5 to midnight is 7 hours plus, and on the shirt it will smell next day, you can smell it. So performance wise, these lines, get them. Some of you say, hey man, this needs to macerate. To each his own. So far I'm not finding any issue with performance. All of these perform fantastic. Okay, vintage radio, and even that I had the Art of Universe, you know, these fragrances are known for their performance. Okay, so as I told you, the age, the season, okay, compliments, yeah, you're gonna get compliments with it, even though it's brand new. I haven't got any compliments, but 1 Million Elixir brought me a lot of compliments. You know, that fragrance right there is that hub of compliments, right? So yeah, it is pretty good. I would say percentage wise, if I can imagine, this is like a 90% similar to 1 Million Elixir, okay, but the 10% it does its own thing, okay. Yeah, I think I can see it like it's just given, like let's say they made 1 Million Elixir in the Middle East, you know, so they give that vibe, okay. So it's not totally Middle Eastern, but does have a little bit inside, maybe the spices they added in this, like a sweet spice, that's just a little bit more. Yeah, the 1 Million Elixir is just straight up sweet. This one has some mild spice sweet. So these are the 10% differences. So downside from this, you know, some of you may say, man, this fragrance is a little bit expensive than usual. Latafa's $20. Yeah, they are. If you paying like $45 or say 65 overseas, then people would say, yeah, man, this is a bit pricey. You know, the bottles to some people it would be look at kitschy, you know, like childish, you know, like I like it this because I'm a collector. It has a vintage feel, and these are like awesome, right? So some of you may feel it's just a bit too much packaging, too big boxes, too heavy, and when you want to transport them, you know, you're gonna have too much weight. The bottle's heavy as well. So this could be some of the negatives. Another thing I can say, this fragrance doesn't really smell like a very professional or formal scent. Say you want to rock this in office, you can, but just don't overdo it because it'll be too sweet in the office. You don't want to do that. In the gym you can wear it because of that apple and davana. You can wear it definitely. Gym is good. Dates great, daytime, nighttime. But if it's a suit event, that's the only time I don't see this happening. Like this one doesn't have the sophistication of 1 Million Privé or some of the other ones where they have oud, leather, tobacco. This thing is straight up like the same ballpark as Eros's, you know, 1 Millions and Scandals, you know, if you like those, but very, very well done fragrance, okay. So I actually am enjoying all of them. Sometimes I layered this with other ones, but man, this is a great perfume, okay. I'll give this fragrance like for how close this is, as I say 90%, but overall the fragrance DNA and how I'm like so happy with these price point wise, this is a 9 out of 10, okay. So check it out. This is La Collection Divin. What, man, this even the fonts are very difficult to read for me, okay. Antiques, yes, Antiques 1910, okay. I'll call this the bike, okay. So the Harley gets 9 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. And these are being sold in 2 pages in Bangladesh, Fragrantica Bangladesh and Senzone. Both of them have almost the same collection and their prices are really, really good. Previously some of the other shops were selling these for $75. I didn't do it, thankfully, okay. So you can buy them, but tester if they have, I don't know, okay. But in general, people who ask me where I can find testers or decants, my page Goodfellas Fragrances Bangladesh, in the, you know, description box you can follow the group. I have put all this fragrance up for decant, so if you want you can purchase from me in Bangladesh and then you decide on full bottles, you can do that. So many people do not know what my page is, right? So everybody have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Let's do a second video which is going to be interesting. Take care guys, see you soon. Bye bye.